Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you all part 1 of how to make a Roblox game and program it in Lua. So let's get started. First of all, what you want to do is you want to have Roblox Studio downloaded. So search Studio and we'll just launch that quickly. Here we go. So for this project I'm going to be creating a new game. So new. And usually what you want to do is you just want to create a blank base plate, because with the flat terrain it comes with Roblox terrain, and that's not always the type of terrain that you'd like to use. So let's create a base plate here. Alright, so I'm making this video just for beginners, so what we're going to have here is I'm going to explain every little thing that happens, alright? So this is your world, basically. To move around you can press W to go forward, S to go backwards, D to go sideways, and A to go the other way. You can also right click and move your mouse to navigate through the world slowly. Alright, this is your properties panel. This will tell you about an object. This is your explorer, and what the explorer is it tells you everything that's in your game. So let's say you have the base plate. This is what we call a part, and it's what you walk on in the game. And this is the property panel of it, and it says, so we could make the base plate transparent, we can do anything we want with it. Alright? And that's what we're going to change when we work on Lua programming in Roblox. This up here, this is, I guess you could say, your navigation bar. So this is where you have all your fancy things. So these are your selection tools. This is how you create a part. This is the toolbox where you can access things that other people made. And there are a bunch of other things throughout this. So first of all, we're going to click on this button right here, and it'll create a new part. So this part automatically has smooth on all the sides, right? So what we can do is let's just mess around with this a bit. So if we click on the move button, we'll be able to move it side and side, over, and up and down. The scale button basically resizes the part, so if we do it like this, we'll be able to resize the part in all directions, up, down. We'll just make it like this for now, and like that. And this is the rotate button. What it says exactly what it does, it rotates the part, so we can just move it around like that. Alright. This is the material button, and this basically selects what material you want the part to be. So if you want it to be wood, you see it changes the texture almost of the part. So for right now, let's put it at plastic, and that's the basic material basically. And this is the color, so you can choose a color that you want the part to be. So this color is actually quite nice. Let's keep it at that. Alright, so now that we have that, what we want to do is you want to start making a game, and where you start, you have to come up with an idea for a game. Now, I'll have a couple other videos where I brainstorm ideas, but for this video, I'm just going to be showing the basics and how to code in Roblox. So, this is the part, right, in our Explorer, and it's under Workspace. Workspace is our whole game, basically. Everything that the player can't see. So let's click on the part, and the way that we insert code to a part is we click on this plus button and we search for script, so S-C-R-I-P-T, and here is the script right here. So we'll click on that, and here we go. This is the coding menu in Roblox. So I'll be showing each thing that it does, and it's actually a pretty simple way to make your games work. So what this is doing right here, it automatically comes up with print hello world, right? Which just makes it so it prints something to the console. The console is this, and it's basically like an output log, so it'll say everything that you want it to say. So we'll click on this play button right here to test our game, and keep an eye on this. Right now it doesn't say anything but for these errors. So we click on it, and if we scroll up, it says hello world. This is because back in our script we have it say print, that makes it come out to the console, and then we have these two brackets, and then we have this, and then hello world, right? So that's how it works. We could also just do print hello, and if we play it, we scroll up, it just says hello. So whatever we put inside of these little things, it'll say it right down here. So we're actually going to just make it print started script so that we know the script has been started. Now, there are a couple of different things that I'd like to go over. First of all, let's just start with basic syntax almost, right? So let's say you want to make, let's say it this way. You want to say if the part is visible, then make it invisible. Or if the part's visible, wait 2 seconds and make it invisible. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by typing if, just like we normally would, because we're asking if script. So right now, the script, we're accessing this, dot parent, and so script, and then you see this drop down arrow right here? Anything under it would be its child, right? So think about it this way. A child has a parent, right? And a parent has a child. So a parent has a child, and a child has a parent. So script is the child dot parent, so we're saying the parent of the script, which is part, dot, now we're going to look at the properties of the part. So we're going to click on this for properties, and we have all these different properties. So we can just look at one of them, and we'll do transparency. So if script.parent.transparency, which is if it's visible or invisible, equals, so we're saying if the transparency is invisible, and 0 is invisible, or 0 is visible and 1 is invisible. That's just the way the values work. I don't know why, but it just is. So if script.parent.transparency equals 0, then, alright, so it creates an end right here. So we'll put all of our code inside of here, right? What we're going to do is we're going to remember how we did the print up here, how we printed something to the console? We're going to do that again. Print, and what we're going to do is we put these two parentheses, and to say that it's text that we're printing, we press shift and we press 2 of these little quotes, and inside of those quotes we put what we want to say. So if the transparency equals 0, we want to say print invisible, right? Simple. So let's just try that to see what happens. We'll play in. Let's check it for real. So the part is over here. So yep, the part is visible, right? Oh wait, I have to switch it around. So if it, then you have to actually print visible because 0 is visible. And we can actually just move this. We'll put a spawn point. So to put a spawn point in, you click on model and click on spawn, and then you move it right over here. And we can just change the color of that if we'd like. Play. And that's where your character spawns in. So now if the part, what we said is if the part is visible, then we want to print visible. So we scroll up. Yep, the part's visible. I'm going to stop this. We'll go back in. I'll print visible, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to just print visible. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put an else. I think I actually do put the else in here. Else, or we'll actually just do an else if, because we want to say else if the part, you know what, no, sorry, I have to fix this. So else if You know what? No, we'll just do an if. If script, right here, dot parent, the script parent, which would be part, dot transparency, this value over here, equals 1, then what we're going to do is we're going to say print invisible. So right now we're going to make it invisible, the part, and we're going to click on play, and we come, oh wait, where'd our part go? Oh yes, the part's invisible, see? Now we can still tell it's here because, I mean, I can't, but it's there. So, because if you look here, it says the part is still there. So now we look up here, and it says invisible. So now we know that the part's invisible, right? That's just how it works. So now, what if we want to change it, and we want it to update while we're changing it, alright? So what we're going to do is we're going to do while, so we're saying while true, and that's just saying always, right? It just keeps repeating it over and over and over again, right? So while true do, right? So while the script is true, or is running, right? We want to do the following code. We're just going to repeat it over and over and over again. We're going to wait, or actually we have to put this stuff inside. We'll put this up here. Move it over here, move it over there, indent this. Syntax is always important. You always want to make sure everything you do is indented properly, because, I mean, you just do, because then you'll be able to read it, right? So, we're going to do while true do, if script.parent.transparency equals 0, then print visible, end, but if it equals 1, then print invisible, right? So what we're going to do is, if we just let this run, it's going to go super fast, like a microsecond, right? It's just going to keep going super fast, and it's probably going to crash our studio, right? So what we're going to do is if we do wait, and we put these two things, and remember before how we print, and we put the two, what is it? The parentheses, and we put the quotes. The quotes mean it's a string, it's text, right? But we don't want it to be text. We want it to be a number. We want to tell it how long we want it to wait. So what we're going to do is wait 0.5. So this is going to wait 0.5 seconds, half a second. And so it's always going to keep repeating over this. Every 5 seconds, it's going to check if this is visible, right? So we're going to play it. See, and it keeps saying invisible, 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 right? And now if we go over here, right, to the part, and we change it to 0, now it's saying it's visible, right? It's just basic. It's printing what we want it to say. Alright. I think this is all that we're going to be doing this episode. The next episode, we'll be working with some other properties probably, and actually get started on a game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.